Welcome to JC Connect. Previous class, we were discussing about the arbitration process. So we completed how the arbitration is going to work uh, in between the two parties and how the equity and justice has to be maintained by the arbitrator. So the process of arbitration and arbitral disputes. Okay, these are some of the arbitral disputes. Normally, it is going to come across during the either with related to the property or with related to the insurance, either related to the contract, or it is related to the business, family disputes, okay, construction and commercial recoveries. Okay, then advantages, of course, speed, lower cost, and flexible compared with the legal aspects like going to the court, and it will be like if any case is going to the court, it takes own time to settle. Sometimes it will be 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 year, 5 year. But this arbitration process even you can complete within a stipulated time. For some disadvantages will be there. Comparing with the law of justice or the the court, little bit lack of transparency. Always you can say it is 5 to 10%. Okay, but overall 90, 95% accuracy you can maintain in providing the um, justice to both the parties. So we discussed the voluntary arbitration and compulsory arbitration. Okay, the voluntary arbitration that implies that the two contending parties unable to compromise their differences by themselves agree to submit the conflict or disputes to an impartial authority whose decision they are really ready to accept. Okay, see, voluntary arbitration is like you may expect or you may not accept that. Okay, you can give your issues to an arbitrator. Most of the time, if both the parties are not satisfied, okay, there is no strict rule that you have to accept it. You can act like a voluntary person. Okay, so that we can call it as a voluntary arbitration. That also I explained. So then, compulsory arbitration, you have to accept the arbitration process here. You have to accept the arbitration process here. So here in this, I already said that in compulsory arbitration, you have to accept the um, arbitration by given by the arbitrator. Okay. See, some of the essentials of compulsory arbitration is the country is passing through a grave economic crisis. Okay. Industries of strategic importance are involved. The parties are ill balanced. Compulsory arbitration leaves no scope for strikes, lockouts. It deprives both the parties of their very important and fundamental rights. Okay. Some of the things like a compulsory arbitration is sometimes in large scale, suppose if both the parties are very stringent and it is very tough to convince both the sides. In that cases, um, Definitely, uh, see if the crisis is more, then what will happen is that if both the parties are very stringent and if they are very strict, so even if you convince, they are not unable to convince. So then it is very difficult to go with the voluntary arbitration. In that case, the compulsory arbitration is required. So it has its own advantages in case of the compulsory arbitration. So this, especially, it will not leave any scope for the strikes and lockouts. Okay. See, for example, if both the parties are doing strikes, okay, and you are not allowed to do any strikes or lockouts, okay, whatever the decision taken by taken by the arbitrator is is final. Okay, these are some of the rights also. So other types of arbitration, that is ad hoc, so then institutional arbitration, then statutory arbitration, domestic and international arbitration, then foreign arbitration. Okay. So the ad hoc arbitration is when a dispute or a differences arises between the two parties in course of commercial transactions. Okay. And this arbitration is agreed to get justice for the balance of unsettled part of the dispute only. Very important. Okay. See, if any dispute is happening for the commercial transactions and this arbitration is agreed, okay, to get justice for the balance of unsettled part of the dispute only. Make a note of this. Only it is unsettled part of the dispute only. Okay, then institutional arbitration is there is a prior agreement between the parties that in case of future differences or disputes arising between the parties during their commercial transactions, such differences or disputes will be settled by arbitration as per the clause provided in the agreement. Okay. It is also for, remember, for commercial transactions. This, make a note of this. Okay. But means in future, okay. See, for example, first party will be there, second party will be there. Okay. So this person also agreed, and this person also agreed. Suppose in future, if anything or in any disputes is happen between these two again, okay, so that will be made provision. Okay, for example, here you can say um, this first party and second party agreed fine, okay, and the arbitrator is going to solve within 2 or 3 months. Suppose after 3 years, suppose if again the dispute, if it is happened, okay, still some provisions will be made. Provisions will be modulated to this issue only. Remember, related to this issue only. What the issues were raised between the two parties. Okay, for that issues only, if anything is um, um, there after 3 years, or if they are not satisfied, okay, even after practicing, then some provisions will be made for the settlement, and it is as for the clause provided in the agreement, remember. And one more thing is that once the arbitrator is going to make some decisions, okay, or mm, make some things, always it has to be written in an agreement itself, okay, like bond papers. Normally it is 100 rupees bond papers or 20 rupees bond papers. Okay, in that, so whatever the decision taken by the arbitrator, and who are the parties, for what reason the dispute has been happened, and how it is solved. Okay, what type of transactions or what type of dispute it is. So all the things will be settled. And most of the time, what will happen is that the arbitrator will not be considered, but still some of the clauses will be there. Okay, some of the clauses will be there in future. Even after practicing that, if they are not satisfied, so they can come and they can again um, make complaints to an arbitrator that whatever the decision taken by you is, sometimes it may favors the first party or it may favor the second party. So like that, they may make it. Okay, this kind of things we can call it as institutional arbitration. Okay, statutory arbitration. It is a mandatory arbitration which is imposed on the parties by operation of law. Okay, in such a case, the parties have to no option as such but to abide by the law of land. Okay, see, even the arbitration process also, remember, okay, it is also always it will follow the law, remember, but it is not like what the court of law or stringent law. Still they will follow the law. Okay, like IP section and all those things, 310, 391, 321, like that cases will not be there, but still some what we can call it the basis of the law and justice. Okay, this law and justice normally they are going to follow. In some of the cases, they may go up to some part on the how the lawyer will do that kind of things, they will do it. So that kind of arbitration normally we can call it as statutory arbitration. So domestic or international, see, this domestic arbitration which occurs in India and have all the parties within India is termed as domestic arbitration. An arbitration in which any parties belongs to other than India and the dispute is settled in India is termed as international, other than India. Okay. See, domestic means, remember, the arbitration which occurs in India, the process what we can call it as, and have all the parties within India is termed as domestic arbitration. Okay. Next, an arbitration which any party belongs to other than India. Okay. This you have to write it very clearly. If any party belongs to other than India and dispute is settled in India. See two cases here. Don't confuse domestic and international. If arbitration is settled, arbitration, arbitration, and the persons. Okay, suppose this is happening in India and the persons are also in India, then that is a domestic. Suppose if this is settling in India, but they are from the other countries, other other countries. So then this is known as international arbitration. Then foreign arbitration, when arbitration proceedings are conducted in a place outside India. Note down this. Okay, place outside India, and the award is required to be enforced in India. Okay, it is termed as foreign arbitration. See, in the sense, the arbitration process or the proceedings are happening in the place outside India. Okay, it is not happening in India. See, you can say it is in foreign. it is in foreign. Okay, and whatever you are awarding, that has to be enforced in India. Okay, that we can call it as foreign arbitration process. Okay, so some of the when arbitration process has to be followed, I say that okay, even it will follow the law. Okay, then what kind of rules and regulations are there? Okay, for this process. Okay, so it started in 1965. Remember, okay, and with the Indian Council of Indian Indian Council of Arbitration. Okay, it is Indian Council of Arbitration. So it has been established in 1965, and with the institution that is Indian Council of Arbitration. Okay. See, if anything, if any modifications and everything, if it is going to happen in arbitration process, first it has to be come to this ICA. Normally we can call it as ICA. Remember, all this as ICA. Okay. Then which are the rules and regulations are there? Okay. First one, the Indian Council of Arbitration, that is which is established in 1965. Which are the acts? So abide arbitration and conciliation acts. Okay. So that we'll discuss later. Then comprehensive legal framework. Then 95% of arbitration is type of ad hoc. We already discussed what is ad hoc. Okay. So Indian number two in an arbitration cases reaching Singapore Center. Okay. So this is one of the acts. Uh, See, this whatever the thing is there, this Indian Council this branch is there in Singapore also. Because why? We can say 20 to 30% of the peoples are staying in Singapore. Okay, if you see the overall population of the Singapore, 20 to 30% of Indians are there. Okay, you can transfer that also. So Mumbai to have India's first international arbitration centers soon. It is already established. Okay. Okay, this is already established. You can see the International Arbitration Center that will be there in Mumbai. Okay, so then arbitration may be initiated and award made and compiled with or without the assistance or the intervention of the court. This has to be note down this these two words. Not requires the support of the court, but is mandatory. As remember, to send one copy of the proceeding to the court. Okay, if they want, they can, but it is mandatory to send one copy to the court. Okay. However, if it becomes necessary during the course of arbitration proceedings to seek the assistance of the court, assistance will be taken from the court. Okay. Any party could do so to appoint an arbiter. Okay. So then these are main objectives. Of course, we'll go a little bit fast. So first one, to comprehensively cover international and commercial arbitration and conciliation, as also domestic arbitration as well as conciliation. To make means it is taking care of both. Okay, even if foreign disputes are there, it is taking care of commercial transactions. It will be there. Okay, so all the things it is considering. Second one, to make the provisions for an arbitral procedure which is fair, efficient, and capable. Okay, of meeting needs of the specific arbitration. Okay, to provide that arbitral tribunal gives reasons for the arbitral award, to ensure that arbitral tribunal remains within the limit of the jurisdictions. I already said, okay, whatever the decisions taken by the arbitrator, it should not cross the limit of the jurisdiction. Okay, that has to be done. Then to minimize the supervisory role of courts in the arbitral process. Okay, this. These are some of the objectives of the arbitration. Then, to permit an arbitral tribunal to use the mediation, conciliation, um, other proceedings during the arbitral proceedings to encourage that settlements of the disputes. Okay. See, that's Indian Council of what I said is that ICA. Okay, it has its own committees. Okay, um, arbitral tribunal means uh, even one called a tribunal. Okay, other than first party is there, second party is there, then arbiter is there. Sometimes in during the arbitration process, okay, arbitral tribunal can come as a mediator. Okay, sometimes if it is not going to settle. Okay, in that cases sometimes, okay, arbitral tribunal may be the court or which is appointed by which is appointed by the uh, the arbitrator. Okay, sometimes it will be by a court or it will be third party, we can call it as a third party. It is a third party. Okay, that provisions will be made. That is also one objective of this arbitration. Then to provide that every final arbitral award is enforced in the same manner as if it were a degree of the court. Okay, similar how the things are going to happen in the court, the similar way it has to be awarded. Okay, means the case will be in favor of whom. Okay, so that kind of things will be decided. Then to provide that a settlement agreement reached by the parties as a result of conciliation proceedings will have a same status and effect as an arbitral award on agreed terms on the substance of the dispute rendered by the arbitral tribunal. Okay. See, this is a major role of the arbitral tribunal. Okay, what it is saying is that to provide that the settlement agreement reached by the parties as a result of conciliation proceedings will have the same status. Okay, means for example, the arbiter first is there and first party and second party is there. So arbitral will give some decision. Okay, then the third party or sometimes if they are not satisfied, okay, the third party or the tribunal will come and he will give the decision. Whatever that decision it will be there, it is having the same status. Okay, and definitely it is going to affect on the arbitral award. Means whatever the decision taken by the arbitrator, okay, it has to follow. Okay, it has to follow the rules and regulations which is taken by the arbiter. Okay, so that thing is an one more objective of the this arbitration process. So the essence of the arbitration is, so arbitration is a settlement of dispute by decision. Okay, you are going to, the first is that it is going to settle the dispute. Then it is an arrangement for an investigation. Okay, sometimes the dispute is not submitted for decision to ordinary courts but a domestic tribunal. What I said earlier, okay, sometimes dispute is not submitted for decision to a ordinary court or to but to a domestic tribunal. I already said that sometimes it will be submitted to a court or to a third party, that is the domestic tribunal. Okay. So almost all the overall essence of this arbitration is overall. So first one, you can do the investigations and you can settle the disputes by the decision. Okay. So how the things will be there? Some of the essentials of the arbitration agreement is that it must be made in writing. So I said, okay, it must have all the essential elements of the valid contract. Okay, the agreement must be referred to a dispute, present or future. Future I already explained. Even after 3 years, you can come and you can challenge that. Okay, so between the parties to arbitration, an arbitration agreement, an arbitration agreement may be in the form of arbitration clause in the contract or in the form of separate agreement. Then, how the arbitrator is appointed. The parties can agree. Okay, the parties can agree on a procedure for appointing the arbitrator or arbitrators. If they are unable to agree, so each party will appoint one arbiter and the two appointed arbiters will be appoint the third arbiter who will act as a presiding arbiter. Okay. See, uh, sometimes I say it is first party, second party. Okay, if these two combine, if they make one arbitrator O1, no problem. Okay, if they agree, they have to agree it. Then, if they are not agreed, first and second party, okay, these people also they will make O3 and O2 and O3, and he will appoint as the final one. Okay, but remember that even O4 has to be agreed. Okay, so like that, the appointment will be made. Okay, okay. One more class will continue with this. The intervention of the court, how exactly the award will be made. Um, we'll try to complete this maybe on Tuesday. Okay.